Stanz, obviously you know about Lunchly because we've done a whole ass YouTube video on it.
Yeah, can I tell you a little Lunchly secret? I found a Lunchly in the Mogul Moves office, and I immediately picked it up. I was like, is there mold? Is there mold? Is there mold in here? Is there mold?
Well, the reason we are doing an update is because of two things. One, Lunchly, they like their cheese moldy, bro. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, dude, people in our extended universe won't stop saying they like their cheese drippy, bruh. And it's getting so annoying.
And two, Rosanna won't stop fucking tweeting about it.
She is going scorched earth, all because she got boomed in the tag game, and I think it's so based and funny.
It is so
I think
sick.
being petty about it to this level rules.
And we're going to go into the level that it is petty.
Yeah.
Because basically we're just going to go down Rosanna's whole entire Twitter that she has been doing over the past, like, week. This started with this tweet.
This is disgusting. I was filming a video comparing Lunchables to Lunchly, and I was shocked when I opened the pizza Lunchly. The cheese had mold. The expiration date was still 2 months away. I checked online and found at least a dozen other people posting that their Lunchlys were moldy too. Vomit emoji. The luck in this world. Things that make me believe there is a god. That Rosanna's Lunchly was one of the moldy ones.
It is actually
Bravo.
crazy. It feels like it has to be staged, right?
Yeah,
I saw this and I was like, there's something fishy going on.
Yeah, I always think that there's ulterior motives. We did a personality test on stream. I'm a little conspiratorial. I get that way. And so
roll the
I
clip.
assumed aliens are probing us. So yeah, the thought that she would get one, I was like, no way, right? But I do think it's real after some of the other stuff I've seen.
I was shooting a video comparing Lunchly to Lunchables, and I opened the first package, and we just got this one. This was fresh from the store this morning. There is a ton of mold in there. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was thinking that, you know, maybe they would taste pretty similar.
Okay, pause there.
Yeah.
Because, like, she wasn't assuming that they would taste maybe a bit similar. She was definitely going to say, no matter what, that it was bad, right?
Hey, come in humble. Come in humble and be like, you know what? I wasn't going to shit talk this, but there is mold. I mean, I wasn't going to shit talk it, but you'll get sick if you eat it.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I'm on Team Rosanna for this because
Yeah.
I agree with all the sentiment that I think you said in the Lunchly video, and we talked about it on Binge and Cringe as well. But to say that you were going to come in this video unbiased is crazy.
Yeah, one of the most biased people in the world towards it. Yeah. I mean, if you told me that she bought 500 Lunchlys to find this one, I'd believe you. Like Willy Wonka's golden ticket.
But she did not shut up about this, obviously. But I think, to be fair, quite rightly, like, if you are the person that has found the moldy cheese, and you also hate Mr. Beast, then you're gonna go in.
It's actually so lucky. Yeah, it's great. It's like amazing for her. It's
Drama Alert tweeted about it, so she retweeted or quoted the tweet.
Mr. Beast Hate Squad is assembled to try Lunchly is so funny.
Yeah, because she got Dog Pack and the guy that was in one of the Dog Pack videos.
Jake
He was
Weddle.
in
The guy in the box.
Yeah.
It is crazy to
watch his
assemble
content,
people who are aggrieved by Mr. Beast to do this. It is
it's so
absolute
funny.
tier 1 hater behavior. I hope I never have an op like this in my life. Imagine downplaying Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul selling mold to children. Added some pics of my first Lunchly, vomiting. You don't even give video credit. SMH my head. SMH my head is such fucking millennial behavior. I love that. Should I add Keem to the Three Stooges and start calling them the Four Horsemen of the apocalypse? Sorry.
Poop-acalypse.
Yeah.
Poop-acalypse.
This could have been done differently. Apocalypse. A poop eclipse. Apocalypse, you know what? I fuck with it. I'm sorry. I apologize, Rosanna. Don't come after me.
And this was not the last tweet, obviously.
I like my cheese moldy, bruh. Hashtag Lunchly, hashtag KSI, hashtag Logan Paul, hashtag Mr. Beast. Hashtags instead of adding goes so hard too.
It is so funny.
This is like
it's Instagram.
If Rochelle had a vendetta, it would look just like this. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about it. I am not doing this to like poison the well. I don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast. And if Lunchly's moldy, they should recall it, whatever. It looks like food dye. It's so moldy that it looks like a Halloween
unbelievably
tree.
moldy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, what did they up the saturation or something? Because this is turquoise.
Yeah, and again, obviously she chose the moldy bits to take this photo. This is like the percentage of mold to cheese.
Yeah, there was like, because we saw
irrelevant.
the original picture, you can see the mold kind of in the back there, and she spread it all out.
Obviously, she was making the most of this. She kept on going.
My moldy lunchly vomiting used by 8th of December 24 at US FDA. Dude, she's snitching.
So she was making the most of it to the point where she posted the whole entire YouTube video on Twitter.
Oh, dude, Elon Musk salivating. I tried lunchly. It was moldy. This is the entire video, 20 minutes.
This is mold.
Yeah, we're not watching the whole
That's
video,
mold.
but just this
They
is
were
just
gonna
to
be
prove the like timeline of events
Yeah.
is everything that I've sent you. I've been sending you things chronologically.
Mhm.
So the first tweet where she found it, she then goes, "Here is my YouTube video," and links the YouTube video.
Right.
So
Yeah.
she was getting so much traction on Twitter from posting all of these tweets about the Lunchly Moldy.
Mhm.
She was just like, "Fuck it, you know what? All I care about is more eyes on this to fucking take down Mr. Beast."
33
So-
million views? What does the YouTube video have?
This is molded. That's
1.4 to 33 million. Obviously, this
Right?
counts scrolls because Twitter is a dog shit app that he's trying to scam
Yes.
to get any monetization. But I presume that this is somewhere around the million watches or more.
Yeah, she was like, "Okay, I will sacrifice the revenue that I could get on YouTube
Mhm.
for the eyes that I will get on X, on
Yeah.
Twitter from posting this."
Yeah, that rules.
Which is so funny to me. But there was, like I said at the start, there was a cohort of people, me included,
Uh-huh.
that was like, something might be fishy here, you know? She
Yeah.
might have faked this. In most of the replies, the like Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, KSI fucking fanboys
Sure.
were saying, "You fake this if you don't show like a unedited clip."
Yeah,
Then
sealed one.
We, we need proof of you like opening this. You were on camera, so why don't you post it? Why don't you post it? Why don't you post it? So she posted it.
Oh, yo! Had a lot of Mr. Beast fans spread the lie that I was faking the moldy lunchly vid, would never post the full clip with no cuts. Well, here you go. I'm sure they will still not believe this is real, but maybe the dozens of other videos online showing moldy mozzarella cheese and lunchlies will convince them.
All right.
So this is her actually opening a boxed up lunchly. This is not even just like a lunchly in plastic where she could have theoretically resealed it. This is a sealed cardboard box lunchly that she will pull a sealed plastic lunchly out of, or presumably sealed, as we know in the future, maybe them not being perfectly sealed is what is causing this mold.
And you were also saying, we've talked previously, she was like, "Hey, I wouldn't put it past her that she bought like 500 to find one moldy one."
Yeah.
But to be fair, during this, there was no knowledge of Lunchleys like
you can't
being
see it.
moldy.
Yeah. There's no,
And
old
you can't
Lunchables
see
used
it.
to be
There's
clear
only one
front.
on the table.
So you can
Yeah.
see the stuff. This is actually a fully solid box. So I can't imagine she bought a lot because there would be no way to reseal it.
Right.
Oh man, this packaging. I like that it just says epic ingredients.
It's funny because she doesn't have anything to grab hold of yet, but she wants to be mean to it, which I understand
Yeah.
as a hater myself. And she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna make fun of everything." If she knew there was mold, she'd be like, "Fuck the packaging. Let's
get
in
in
there."
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, but she's like, "You know what? I'll take my time. We don't know what we're gonna get here."
The point that I want to make from this video is you can see that there's no cuts.
Yeah.
We don't obviously have to watch the whole entire unedited 3 minutes.
Yeah, I
but
do
you
want to
can
see her
skip
face when
around.
she immediately sees it, though. That's like the
Oh
most
yeah, for
important
sure.
thing to me. Yeah.
But she unboxes all of the things.
Mhm. Oh, and
so
then
you
she
can
goes into
like
it,
if you
yeah.
click, you can see
It's probably right
when she
now.
touches the blue one here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just so you understand, YouTube, we have cut. There has been no cut in their
I didn't
video.
even think
okay,
about that
just so you
happening.
understand.
Yeah.
We are editing this, but the edits aren't in the video that we're watching.
My brain
okay?
is spinning. Oh fuck. Yeah.
I think how we do the first. Is that the not version? Is that one?
These are molded.
No way.
Dude, I am. Why am I so lame? It feels so fake. I know it's not. I've seen it with my own eyes, but it's like these are molded. No way. It's like
This is so funny because obviously I've already seen this.
Yeah.
She just stares at the box for maybe like 30 seconds because she's trying to like. I think
what do
in
I say
her
here?
eyes,
Maybe she's been pranked.
I think she's like, "Oh fuck, I am like the number one Mr. Beast hater."
Yeah.
People are gonna just be like, "What? You just
Yeah,
happen
it's
to
like
have
winning
found
the
mold in
lottery.
this."
You don't believe it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, but almost the opposite. She's like, "Oh, I wish like other people maybe had found this, so it would be more believable." Like the fact that I found this, I don't know how to like.
This has been
say
playing
this
for
is
20
real.
seconds, by the way. She's just staring at it.
Supposed to be good till December, and they're in the fridge.
These are okay, so these ones are supposed to be good until December, and we just got them from the store. This is molded. Like that's mold.
Oh.
That's mold. You guys.
It's
this
so
is,
crazy.
Yeah, that rules. That is and unedited. That's
Yeah, and as soon as she turns to them and she's like, "You guys," that's when the room starts like laughing at how absurd it is because they didn't want to like ruin the video or whatever.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, what have Logan, JJ, and Jimmy said in response to all this?
I know what they said. They went to a grocery store and they pushed shopping carts together and they made Lunchly because I did see that video.
That was an ad. That wasn't in response to this. Logan has talked about it since, but there was a long time where he hadn't talked about any of this. And I still think that he hasn't really addressed anything that Rosanna's talked about so far.
Right.
In his response, but we'll get to that when we get there because we'll go chronologically.
Right, because you're a hater, and me having seen the response is part of the Low Gang. I'm gonna signpost this. If you're not Low Gang chat, you don't want to be here.
Because of how much talk there was around Lunchly's initial release, news articles started reporting on Rosanna's findings of there being mold now. And in those news articles, a spokesperson for Lunchly had responded.
Mr. Beast, Logan Paul's Lunchly, called out over a disgusting discovery. You know what's funny is KSI sees this and goes, "What the fuck, man?"
This article is only going over Rosanna's tweets, essentially. So it's everything that we've already seen.
It's basically what we do on YouTube. In relation to Pansino's tweets, a source familiar with the product said to consider the context and the source. What an effervescent way to say that. You know what I mean? It's like, what does it mean to be moldy? What does it mean to be alive? What does it mean to be dangerous? It just seems very philosophical to me.
Like as though she hates Mr. Beast means that there wasn't mold is crazy. Like consider I just don't understand.
Yeah, it's funny because they're not calling her a liar. They're just saying like if anyone would, it'd be her. She's a hater. I'm imagining that it's Logan Paul specifically on the phone.
They don't say who the person is.
And a source familiar with the product could be me. It could be anyone. I'm familiar with the product.
I know what Lunchly is.
Yeah, this is literally a nothing burger. In a statement shared with Newsweek, a representative for Lunchly said, all Lunchly products go through a stringent review process to ensure the quality and safety of its products. That process consists of multiple inspections and approvals, including that of the USDA, before any product can even leave the manufacturing facility.
Which is like, yeah, okay, but it was moldy. Yeah. That's none of what you've said goes against the thing. It's not like saying, actually, this wasn't moldy. Yeah. Like, no.
I think
it doesn't matter if it went through the checks.
It's more of passing the buck on like, what if the grocery store's, refrigeration failed or something, right? They're basically saying like, we sent it to grocery stores approved. And at that point, it's on someone else. It's passing the buck.
Turns out, not proof necessarily, but like evidence like weighs in the direction of it maybe being an issue with the glue. And the
on
actual
the
packaging. As in their problem, not the supermarkets. Rosanna tweeted in response to this article, which was in response to what the Lunchly representatives said.
So Mr. Beast's team is now trying to do damage control to the press. Did someone from Mr. Beast's team seriously just try to imply I faked the mold in the Lunchly I bought?
The dozens of other reports of mold in their food aren't coming from nowhere. There are a bunch of people that have reported this.
Right.
Or shown this.
I work for a Kroger-based store in Washington State. We've gotten several calls to our store about the cheese and those trash-ass meals being moldy as well. I get worried about this without seeing it. I believe Rosanna's was moldy, but it's like, man, people can just say whatever they want on the internet.
There's like pictures, there's compilations that I'm going to show you.
Oh, sick. Good. I think that's great. Decided to have a look into all the Lunchly mold claims, and the common denominator is faulty glue application. This is from Peps B, the monkey.
We trust Peps be the monkey, obviously. They're a reliable source.
Most commonly along the longest sides of the corner with the cheese. Oh, interesting. They're saying that, this part just doesn't have solid glue, and that is letting air in that is causing the cheese to mold because they like their cheese drippy. It's real cheese. Which,
regardless of whether it is actually the glue or not, you can clearly see where the glue isn't actually applicated on
because there's like smears on here and there's like an empty spot right here. Yeah.
It would make sense that would be it not being sealed properly would cause the mold. But also the sheer amount of different cases that there are of mold from people.
Who's to say Rosanna didn't go to the factory and break the glue machine? That's the question we need to be asking.
Exactly.
Thank you for sharing this. It's unbelievable that Mr. Beast's PR team says to consider the source, apparently implying I'm not a valid source. I'm not the type of person to fake videos. That's more Mr. Beast's thing. Mic drop.
Oh, burn zinger. Yeah, that was basically, she had finished on her tirade of Moldy Lunchly because no one was responding and seeming even to acknowledge this apart from in that one article where they were like, consider the source.
Yeah.
But then there seemed to be another piece to this Lunchly puzzle that was appearing.
Interesting. What is the other piece?
We can't locate the turkey stackums.
Has anyone actually seen the turkey cracker lunchlies in stores? Everyone I've talked to hasn't been able to get them. Drove for 130 miles to many different stores to look for lunchly turkey stackums. Every employee and manager I talked to said they never received them. Where did the turkey stackums go?
So this is weird because it's not even like the same branch of Lunchly, right?
Yeah.
It's not the pizza ones were the ones that had the moldy cheese in, but completely unrelated. The turkey stackums aren't like on shelves in stores.
Can I say something crazy? I think at the office, I saw a turkey stackums. I was looking at a turkey stackums, not a pizza for mold.
If you can confirm.
Yeah,
that's
but it
crazy.
was definitely a PR one, right? It was a PR.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So that's why.
Look,
Oh,
got
sorry. I'm
sent
not.
one, right.
Sorry. I'm not trying to say that they do exist. I'm saying that that's a PR one. We're on the same page.
Well, it turns out the turkey stackums might be discontinued.
Is it discontinued? Were they never even done? What's going on here? Item discontinued. Please remove all tags and fill the hole with neighboring products. Turkey stackums. You was just sent this photo that appears to show a Kroger store has the Lunchly turkey stackums marked as discontinued.
Now, this would be something that I think is relatively hard to fake, like to the level of this. If you were going through all that effort, it would be crazy, right? Whoever initially sent this in, they'd have to inspect element fucking page and then put it on an actual device that would be used in the stores.
Right.
It seems more believable to me that in this specific store that maybe this item was discontinued.
Right. Makes sense.
Than all this was faked. But it could have been, hey, I don't know. That becomes relevant for the Logan Paul response thing. That's why I'm bringing that up.
Right, because I do remember him saying that you can go to the Kroger website and buy them right now.
Then I think it was the FDA that she atted before.
Yeah, she did. Very funny.
She's on at them again.
Ooh. TMZ has just reported that the FDA is receiving complaints about moldy Lunchly and they're investigating. Dude, you're the complaints. Rosanna, you're the complaints. It's funny because TMZ saw her tweet and made this, and then she retweeted this. It's an Ouroboros. And then TMZ's going to be like, yep, this is happening. Look at Rosanna. And she's going to be like, it's getting deeper.
Stanz, you should consider the source.
Yeah, I have to consider the source, which is Rosanna, which is TMZ, which is Rosanna, which is TMZ.
Oh, no. Okay, and then all of this leads to Logan's response. Now, I'm saying that because I've gone through everything that Rosanna has tweeted about this. The thing that Logan seems to respond to is something that I haven't seen anywhere else. So that's why I wanted to make sure that we covered all the different angles and avenues of things.
Right.
Because I think Logan is definitely doing a straw man to take down all Rosanna's shit. You said you've seen this video. I
did watch this video on Twitter, and it reminded me. Do you remember when he did this with his buddy George? I think this is. Hey, I am a sheep. These videos do it for me. Talking head in front of website saying only things that are good for you. It's hard to argue with that, right? Because this is in their wheelhouse.
When we covered this with the George situation, I learned the hard way not to trust anything that Logan Paul says in these videos.
Yeah.
And how horrible and wrong he was throughout his
we had to make an apology video, put it on all the videos, do a bunch of shit. Yeah. So
so we know now not to maybe blindly trust what he's saying.
But I'm telling you that I'm a baby and I'm going to see this and be like, well, fucking he makes sense.
So let's see what he has to say.
Yeah. Lunchly recalled?
All right, this is the best one yet. According to ex-users, various retail stores have recalled Lunchly products due to FDA's concerns. The sign in the tweet reads, due to public health concerns, the FDA has recalled Lunchly products. We will restock as soon as deemed fit for consumption and ship through our warehouses.
But that's so weird because FDA recalls are public by law. And as you can see, Lunchly is not on the FDA recall list. So hold up, that means that this sign is fake. Somebody...
Oh? It's just well edited. It's just well edited, man.
With the Vine boom.
Yeah.
I will say so far, I agree. Yeah. It's clearly not been FDA recalled because there's been no FDA recall.
Yeah, that's a lie. Someone put that up.
The sign that he is talking about, that's
There's
wrong.
There's fucking ops out there. Rosanna's taping signs on things.
Typed up and printed out a 100% lie about Lunchly being recalled, taped it to the fridge, then a picture of it was taken by someone else and posted on social media as if it were real. Community notes, where you at?
Anyway, I had my forensics team look into it.
Forensics teams is so funny. And with this picture.
Yeah, but what is forensic team? Why does he, first of all, have a forensic team? What's bro doing?
Yeah, he can call it whatever he wants. He just has a guy that he's like, hey, man, can you figure out what's going on here?
Yeah, but in his world, I know he doesn't actually, but Like, if he is saying that he has a forensics team, what the fuck is he getting up to that he needs a forensics team for? Like, that's so fucking, that's a self-report, bro.
Oh my God. I can just tell you're poor by the way you talk. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've been interviewing multiple forensics teams for myself already, and I'm a much smaller level.
Wait, you told me, you said I could put forensics team on my CV. I thought that's what I was doing for you. Bind boom.
Yeah.
We were able to find the exact location where this allegedly took place by photo matching the tweet with the gray door handle and the
Forensics?
sales labels. Then we cross-referenced it with the locations that we distribute to. It's a Fred Meyer, and I had someone go there. Boom, exact match. Same door handle,
Costco guys, reference.
same tag, same products even. But hold on, where is the FDA recall sign? Also, we can see the sales data. After
But pause,
Yeah.
because he says, where's the sign?
Yeah.
Bro, the Lunchleys aren't there.
Yeah.
There's an empty shelf where the Lunchleys should be.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether there's a fucking FDA, like, have been asked to recall, whatever,
Yeah.
they've clearly recalled the fucking thing. So it's just the FDA part that wasn't real because
Bro,
the fucking
they're
Lunchleys
sold
aren't
out.
there.
Sorry, they're selling so well. Are you
But
kidding
then
me?
he says, they're sold out, and
Yeah.
then shows like $30 worth of sales.
That was the last ones on Friday. Someone came
hey,
in.
Maybe $30 sells out Lunchleys for a whole entire fucking supermarket, but that sounds crazy to me.
Yeah, there are no, just to be clear to everyone, there are no Lunchleys here. It's these 3 spots, and they are sold out, pulled from shelves. Something has happened. They're gone.
Also, we can see the sales data.
This is my favorite part because it's like, yeah, they sold 2 Lunchleys plus tax here, and then this one is like 9 Lunchleys or so. But maybe that's all they had.
After Lunchley was recalled, it wasn't, but after that sign was posted, we continued to sell out all of the Lunchleys that hit the shelves in that store. So who put that fake sign up? Turns out it was an employee named
Dude, booming the guy like this is so crazy. Showing their
all
picture.
of this next section is insane to me because I already don't give a shit about the sign being fake. Like,
Sure.
who cares? Because that's nothing to do with the like half
No
an hour's
moldy cheese.
worth of dive that we've talked about, right?
Yeah, there's no FDA because we knew there was no FDA recall at this point.
who said this when
Yeah.
we confronted him. And I quote, that was like kind of rumorized, I
This is so funny.
guess, through around here, but we had seen a posting about that, but I was the one who had written that. But since we got Lunchley back, it's been taken down. When it comes down to the actual, like, I guess, accountability of it, it was a rumor that was up in the air. Since we had heard that the FDA whole thing was kaput, we took it down. Yeah, it was more of like it wasn't like a, anyway. Hater or dumbass? I don't know, maybe both. Oh, and I also saw this video.
I don't know, maybe both.
I don't know why he did that
Fucking shut
accent
the fuck
there.
up.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah,
Hey,
I
I'm walking here, maybe both.
I'm selling moldy Lunchleys here.
I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
I like my cheese moldy, bruh. Yeah, I mean, I do think it's weird that guy did that. It's just fucking weird. This is all weird.
No one was caring about that, is my point. We are now what, 1 minute 30 into this 2 minute 40 video, and he's finally addressing at least one of the things that
Right.
people
The
actually care about.
discontinued at Kroger.
And let's hear how he addresses it.
Being discontinued in various stores.
Yeah, that's also not true. Turkey Stack'ems are not discontinued. Stores are selling them as we speak, and they're also still on Kroger's website, which would be crazy for an item that's discontinued. Hey, and look, I know some people are...
Is
So,
that true?
okay,
Did you
pause
look at
there.
it?
Even if it is on Kroger's website, like he's saying, the picture that we saw from that Rosanna tweet that was the discontinued thing that was on the phone.
zebra.
Are we saying that is a completely fake image?
Was it this one? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like,
Because that must be his argument. Like, the Rosanna, I don't think made this. So he's saying that someone else faked this image.
I think that he would feel comfortable saying that. I'm speaking for him. This is not like necessarily my opinion, but if someone was willing to go, someone who worked at a store was willing to go through putting a sign up that says it's discontinued, like, why wouldn't someone do something like this, right? And I can validate that by saying, like, hey, they're still in these stores, shows pictures, and it's still on the website, shows picture.
I think that it's way more likely that this is like, it's discontinued at a specific location.
Sure.
And it's not like site-wide.
But like, why would it be? But wouldn't that just be like a manager decision and not, because it's not been FDA discontinued, and it's not like Kroger as a whole discontinued it.
No, but I think it is weird that that specifically this would be discontinued. That only the Turkey Stack'ems is being discontinued by certain stores.
I think it's truly just like a single person, like not ordering a new one for the store or something because maybe they didn't sell as well in their store and just discontinuing it. To me, that's like the Occam's razor of like, this is not a Kroger-wide discontinue because we see them other places. It's just like a manager trying to get this out of the system because they don't have them for sale anymore and just puts discontinued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also think in starting with the cringe sign from this like one guy,
Yeah.
it's like very easy to then go, all right, so all of it's bad. Like
Sure.
all of it's not real because this one is definitely not real. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, there wasn't an FDA recall, but that doesn't mean that this isn't real, that there wasn't an item discontinued here, that you haven't like given a reason why.
Yeah, what you need to do is track down the person who took this picture, interview them, maybe go to the store, maybe figure out what happened. So Nick's Moon reads and like figure out what's going on.
And then the real thing is this was like the footnote of the actual conversation, which is that they're selling moldy cheese.
Right.
And he hasn't addressed that at all yet.
Mhm.
And I don't think he really does. And it's
Right.
crazy that he doesn't really mention it at all.
Mhm.
Because that's the whole conversation. It's not about the recall on the turkey stackums.
Hey, and look, I know some people are driving up to 130 miles just to find lunch leaf, but please be patient as we try to ramp up production.
And
to
again,
meet the demand.
so
But
now he is showing a Rosanna tweet.
Mhm.
So he is not only, obviously, I know he's aware of everything, but like to show the Rosanna tweet means that he has then seen the 30 other tweets that we have
Dude,
covered that are all about
anyone who
the,
thinks
the
he
fucking moldy
hasn't
cheese.
read them all 50 times is a psychopath, dude. This is his livelihood right now. Yeah,
I know, I'm not
she's
saying
living
that I
rent-free.
didn't think
I know.
he had.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying like anyone else. It's just like this is all he's thinking about, and he is not necessarily talking to us. He is talking to people who are like following Rosanna's tweets. This is a Twitter battle between them. And even if he's not mentioning
it's the
her.
fact that he hasn't mentioned any of the others and
Yeah.
now is like gonna pretend like they don't exist.
Right. He's only
which is
talks about the
crazy.
things that are very easy for him to answer.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy to me that we're a $4 lunch kit, and in the first 4 weeks, our headquarters had a bomb threat. The FBI has identified the individual. He's based in London, which is crazy because we don't even distribute there. A fabricated
And all this,
FDA
what are we talking about? Are you talking about something that no one cares about
Yeah,
again?
it's just a
sorry
way
you had a
to-
bomb threat.
to garner
But, like,
sympathy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it goes along with this. Like, people are making up things to keep us down. It's the classic, like, we are the underdog. People are lying about us. People are saying these things that you'll see, like, politicians or, like, businesses use.
an attention-hungry little clout goblin who is
That was crazy to me. When the first time I heard it, I was like, wait, what? Holy shit. Also, what a picture. Logan is the king at finding pictures. Remember when he smushed CoffeeZilla's face? That shit
Yeah.
goes so hard.
entire identity to speak negatively on all things Mr. Beast. And we'd love to think this is all just a coincidence, but it's a nah. We call it cap. The fact is, the USDA inspects every finished food lot and approves it before even leaving our facility. And yes, it's possible that issues happen in transit, like a seal breaking or at the store level with rough handling. But just like any produce you buy, problems can arise. And our retail partners are great. They'll offer a full refund. And we are happy to assist anyone at any time if you email our customer service. But at the end of the day, the
So
product-
stupid. It
You hate
annoys me
that.
so much.
This is you were mad about this, but didn't you see
I
the
am
person
mad.
kick the box? It's easy for it to open if you kick the box.
Yeah, so what? He's saying that only Lunchley products are getting beaten up in stores? Because it's not like a worldwide like epidemic that we're having where every single shredded cheese packet is like moldy
Right.
because they're not being like looked after by delivery people. It's only happening to the Lunchley
Yeah.
products.
This,
So
to me, is like the classic setting up for a legal defense in that we have FDA inspections whenever these things leave our factory, like the place that we produce them. And so anything that happens is technically not our fault. Now, does that mean that it couldn't be their faulty glue? I think it probably is the faulty glue from the things I've seen, although I don't
Right,
know it.
yeah.
And they do need to fix that so they don't get mold in there. Like, that's like the obvious answer. But it was, I do think, a very nice visual. Because like to a simpleton like me, I'm like, well, they kick the box, it's going to break open.
yeah, it is wild to not address any of the moldy cheese at all. So
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
able
you didn't even
to
say the word, of course. 'cause
Yeah.
You don't want to.
He's not even acknowledged the fact that there is mold in any of the products. He's just like, if something were to go wrong with our product, just know that it's nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's your product. And at some level, you have a responsibility to not fucking deliver moldy cheese to the children that are
Yeah.
eating your product.
And I think that's the question. Like, how many, and that's the question to me at least, separate from like, hey, these people on Twitter, how many of these have mold in them? Was it because of like a faulty glue that is used? If this is truly like 10, if this is truly 5 or whatever, and Rosanna somehow got the one, then maybe that is within the realm of possibility that those ones were manhandled and it is no one's fault. If this is a number larger than that, maybe it is a problem with their manufacturing and the glue and that they need to fix it. I don't know what the answer is. And at a certain point, we are just watching these people talk past each other.
I think if it's like a percentage, right? Like if it adds up to 1%.
Dog, if it's 1%, yeah, this is their fault. This is Lunchley's fault. And they have to correct it.
Yeah.
That's
and that's
so
what
many
it
people
feels
getting
like.
moldy cheese.
I can imagine parents with their kids would be like, "Oh, that's annoying. That's got mold in the cheese. I'll just throw that away." Their first thought might not be to post it and join the brigade with
I think a lot of parents buying
Lunchley.
these probably don't even have social media or are not like understanding what is going. They don't even know who Mr. Beast is, right? They're just like the kids want the fucking Lunchley.
If over the next like month or so we start seeing more and more and more and more pictures like this, then it is definitely a problem. And I think even the small amount that we have seen shows that it's like at least a reoccurring thing. And that in itself, if I was, a company that was selling products to kids that I actually cared about the product, I would address it and be like, hey, that's actually really bad, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen, so we're going to work on these things. But I understand that we live in a world where he would just get sued out to oblivion for even acknowledging that it is actually
presumably.
An issue, right?
Hey, I am not a lawyer, but it makes sense that you wouldn't want to say like, hey, this is our fault. We are going to do something to fix it, because then anyone gets sick from the mold that you've already admitted that it's your fault.
But that's one of the I guess downsides of being like a creator-led like brand is that as the person, it's not like a faceless company. Like as a person, you should want to not sell mold to kids. Yeah. So if you have seen that there is mold being sold to kids from like because of you, like I don't know how you live with that, bro. That's like I would want to say, hey, just so everyone knows, I don't want to sell mold to kids, so I'm gonna make sure that like the future things,
but you can obviously
the least amount of mold possible.
Why they're not gonna say that? You know what I mean?
No, I know, but that's why I'm saying like if this was Lunchables, I don't think people would have as much of a problem,
of course,
because there's no human there. Yeah. As soon as there's a human there, you're like, how can you specifically not have a problem with this? Because you're a human.
Totally. I do love the visual of like Logan Paul with a hairnet packing the cheese himself. That were like, yeah, these guys don't have anything to do with it. You know what I mean? They put their brand on it and they tweet about it. And if this is a glue thing, which we don't know, the factory fucked them. And it's very funny. And if the factory fucks them and Rosanna somehow got one of the moldy ones and all of these stars aligned, it is just a brilliant, fucking hilarious circumstance.
And to wrap this up,
it's my boy. It's my boy, KSI.
Rosanna posted this to her Twitter
with a little kissy emoji. Oh, what's going on here?
By the way, I love Rosanna, man. You know, do I want to say this?
Oh, no.
Okay. This was like years ago. This is one of the reasons why I followed her. I actually had like a low-key crush on her.
Really?
Yeah.
Which do you into?
Not anymore, but
wait, really?
Yeah, back.
That's so endearing. That's insane.
Yeah.
Now she's talking shit about your company. That's crazy.
So it's kind of weird.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah.
Bro, there's still a chance for love. Hello?
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance, dude. Are you kidding me? JJ, reach out to her. She's obviously sending you a message here.
I mean, yeah, she could do her thing, man. Let her do her thing.
Yeah,
Based.
Like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
I think him saying that is actually so funny too.
It's insane to make the joke. Because then you can talk about it, right?
Yeah, of course.
These like if he was worried about getting sued, he's addressed that he like knows it and that the cheese was moldy. I don't know, bro. It's fucking crazy, right? That's insane.
Yeah. It's surely something. I would like to know how much mold there is in there. I would like to know what's going on. I would like to eat a Lunchly, man. I've been trying to find these Lunchlys. The Stackums are missing. I can't eat a lunch. How could I do proper journalism when I can't even eat one? And I can't wait till I get my hands on that pizza Lunchly and I take the bread and I put the cheese and I put the sauce and I put the pepperoni and I put it in the microwave and I hear all of you, no, why are you microwaving it? Because it's better that way.